Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
Local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
must act with gumption. In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption. In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption. In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption.
Sure what to do next. How about I take you on a walk?
surrender and be gentle.
Make yourself at home. Grow.
Try not to enjoy this.
One must act with gumption. On the stage, one must act with gumption. Work as on the stage, one must act with gumption. Work as on the stage, one must act with gumption. on the stage, one must act with gumption. As on the stage, one must act with gumption. In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption. In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption.
Dad, let me look again. Let's
In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption.
Dad, let me look again.
In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption.
Dad, let me look again. Let's
In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption. In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption.
Dad, let me look again. Let's
In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption.
Dad, let me look again.
In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption. one must act with gumption. Work as on the stage, one must act with gumption.
Dad, let me understand.
In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption. Work as on the stage, one must act with gumption.
Dad, let me understand.
In work as on the stage, one must act with gumption.
Dad, let me understand. Oh, hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you two been up to? Seems like you've been enjoying yourselves. How about you? What are you up to now? I'm just looking out for some leads while getting some fresh air. I noticed that I have some blurry memories after saving Ermin's soul. I almost feel like there's still something extreme. Why is that? Don't worry, we'll help you remember. Thank you so much. Since you're willing to help, I have something I'd like to show you. Ooh, it's beautiful. I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana. It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to... It's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is. Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we find... Thanks, you two. I didn't mean... Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your...
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around here! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually... Last warning! Get out before I kick you out!
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please, don't... Seems that it wants us to follow it. You can understand it? Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, I can feel its anxiety and fear. Well, fungi are kind of cute. That's true. Okay, let's go take a look. All right, lead the way, little fungus. Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see. It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting. That's not too different from how humans think sometimes. That's what I meant by shared emotions. It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus. Seems like they might be family. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to help its... Probably. Although fungi are simple creatures, they're very sensitive. Maybe it noticed me on my way back, and I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness. What is it, Nahida? Strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form. Huh? An elemental life form? Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental power, as for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus. Exactly. This is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it. So this is a first even for Nahida. But that's not all. There's a large... The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be why it fainted. So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void? Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what... my power was compatible.
Lord of Dendro. Is it real? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me.
Ah! It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a...
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature.
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence.
Oh, well, Nani... But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, so a creature may not speak even if it has a mouth. I've never seen it. Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external...
Is this fungus study at the academia? You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you. It might startle my fellow family members. Me. It says that it's very thankful for you.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Tibet, even if there are ones I've never seen with my own eye. However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all elemental life, what are you? And where did you come from?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Lush grass until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe. We were victims of the apocalypse.
The apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either.
It's a long and complicated story.
Don't worry, we'll listen.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to... We came in contact with many species, and we later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse.
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert? It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert...
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would bet that may sound a little odd, as it is very important to...
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse.
I get it now. So the void of elemental... I'm sorry.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. And not only did you save me, but you've also already...
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is known...
My home should be safe now. For the longest time, this moment has only... I was unable to fulfill our calling.
It's not your fault. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself.
The apocalypse put us through immense pain.
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city, there are a few... Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand. Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. We all believe. The moment I saw you when I awoke, I had a... You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in.
Ah, I see. But I'm very concerned about your homeland.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return home.
But didn't you say that you don't know where the...
Yes, but I know their end.
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when the elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical?
What?
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made with an elemental. I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, how that sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description. Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they...
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road! Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have...
Hey! Paimon has been meaning to ask.
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change after communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru. Thus, we gradually took the form of fun.
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
The most important instinct any life form possesses is adapt. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason. So, the reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to?
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require... Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to... You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly.
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called...
You're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Growth. I see. A most beautiful word.
How much farther is it?
Paimon, do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? No, Paimon was just curious. Paimon isn't that tired.
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't we fly up and sit on top of my head?
We can figure out who will carry who later! We have monsters here!
I think we may have a different understanding of... No matter whether it's tired or not.
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
Yes. One was my friend.
Why can't your kids speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original... However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus.
Oh, then it must be a real, like Bongo Head.
You have an odd...
Huh? Paimon thinks that name...
Strange and cute at the same time.
That's...
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. See... Yes, I must remember it before I return. Yes, this way. We're almost there.
It's the withering.
Yes, I have heard it's the last form we take when we're...
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life...
Yes, I would have also suffered the same fate.
So, this is how previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root. But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, they've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. But what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these, they grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile... They grew everywhere. Until the world suddenly lost all its color and became tainted and murky. But it's all right. Our life essence. After an adventurer clears the withering, I will quite...
But that would mean the effects of...
It's okay. That's not important. It's not right to leave them. Now that we finally have the chance to return home, each one...
I understand. Just leave it to us. So you're worried about me. It's fine. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake. But when all that's left...
Paimon doesn't get what you... Then let's do this! We've dealt with the whip...
Let's dance.
Up a little.
No one escapes my sight!
Ready, steady, go!
Disappear!
Committed to memory. The Temple of Wisdom. Let the show begin.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end.
I hope that you will be free of this pain.
Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have...
It's okay. As long as an external form is but a gift of time. Through growth.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were... But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a...
Son, I think I... Oh, I see. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
It must be in a similar situation as I was. We should hurry and go take a look.
Okay, follow me.
I'll keep this close.
We're close now. It's just a little further inside.
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably all... Yeah, they won't be happy to...
No fighting. These are... Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time. They can be reasonable, as long as we try to communicate.
What should we do? You're the only one who... But you'll need Nahita's power if you want to save them.
I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
You want to transform into a fungus?
Nahita is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for...
Even gods can't bend the laws of time, so...
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able to avoid a fight. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family...
All right. You have great elemental power. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to break. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have.
All right, I'm ready. Changing into a
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about.
As am I.
All right. Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible...
Okay. Good...
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
It's actually not too bad. My perspective, the unconscious fungus, is just below here.
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're elemental life form. Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind.
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way.
All right, good luck, Nahita. Let's go, Traveler.
a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it. It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for... This is the spot. There are several fungi here. I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up. So this is the one. Understood.
Nahida? What's wrong?
I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that. I even used the techniques that it taught me.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan. Now, we simply wait for it to wake up.
Who are you? I apologize.
It's okay, I have good news.
Apocalypse ended? Go home now?
Yes, unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is. I was hoping you still remembered.
Really? That's great! Home. Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such emotions.
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean the Dendro Dragon as in...
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dents, but I don't quite understand.
Because we live inside the
the Dendro Dragon. Inside.
There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon nurtured the earliest life forms and protected us inside of itself. It once told us in a majestic voice that once, however, that day never came.
Paimon's still confused.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon. The only difference is that the Dendro Dragon is much, much larger than any Dendro slime.
Wait, then if that's the case, doesn't that imply that Apep has all...
Yes, that is correct. What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro?
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of it, which means that if all the forbidden...
Then a big void will also form inside the...
I'm afraid so. Its body and soul... No wonder I haven't seen a pep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to... But anyway, yes! How could I ever... If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain its form, and will all be dispersed. Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause... Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and
Hey, what about the crystal? Why don't you show it...
Yes, I'm sorry. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Its power feels very familiar. Like something from our home. I'm sorry, our mem...
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before. I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again. Though I...
Thank you.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile.
Go home, thief. Hard decision. Don't know. They are waiting.
Don't worry. I understand. Family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually family. It is... Can you do one last thing for it while we...
Of course. I can relate to how it's... I need to organize my thoughts as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Tend sword. Don't like...
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in.
Sword. There. Kinda understood that. No need to translate. We'll take care of... Let's dance. Let the show begin. Hi. Let's dance.
protect us. Oh no!
Wind blade!
Whew. That should be all of them. That wasn't too tough.
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it?
well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Teyvat. Sumeru was Apep's territory. In those days, the lush rainforest...
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, Apep...
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even, however, powerless against had taken a great interest in. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that Thank you, Lord of Dendro. Family happy.
You really like them, don't you?
Family like. Do you not?
That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you guys are...
Does that matter?
Paimon...
What it's trying to say is that as long as family member, you place importance on appearances, but we do not. These are all things that...
Oh? Still nothing new from the forest. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no... Sorry. It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that neither of you can remember anything about the crystal. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to Forbidden, and if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help.
The crystal, Lord of Dendro, do you...
I do. What about it?
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse, the rest of the family did not approve of...
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you...
That's not very likely. The power of Irminsul covered... Did the prophecy say where that family...
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right?
It's impossible. What if it can be converted? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. Follow me. I'll explain it. So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent the... Wouldn't it already have become the withering like the others? There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It has the ability to purify and stabilize powers that should... Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever. Yep. It's just like soap bubbles that rise...
Another strange metaphor.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the power of the giant...
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here. Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right?
Yep, we know what to do. We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
With the wind!
Let's dance. Protect us.
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light. Wait. Something dark? What's going on? Didn't the heat...
Maybe it's because such a long... Although the power of the... It might have lost its...
Oh, no. Oh, I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance. Traveler. It's okay. I trust your judgment. Oh, yeah! You said that the elemental power in the... You want to use its power, but...
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. It's risky to use its power without fully understand...
Don't understand!
Yes, I understand. But this is our only chance to...
It's okay. There's no need to argue. I'll think of something to do about the how about this? Traveler, you could try using it. I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge. Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon will be worried.
Lord of Dendro, and you others.
Yay! Looks like it worked!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Wait, did you...
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly
that sounds about right. After you once said that the apocalypse will be completely erratic, even you couldn't promise that you'd remember. However, you are definitely someone who stays true.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes. You used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end.
No one can withstand the power of...
In order to preserve a somewhat stable, only the giant spike that fell from the sky is the moment I lost my check. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro.
I understand. Can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential... The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. The Dendro dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse. However, if you are able to reactivate its heart of oasis, and as a result...
Oh, so the heart of... No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus
What? You used the fire seed?
What?
That's... never mind. The fire seed contains a high concentration of elemental power inside of it. It is not stable in its current form.
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility.
Alright. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro, in other words, you'll be able to find the... But you should hurry. There's...
What about...
Forget about me. You should...
Everyone is returning home.
As I told you, I've already lost my Lord of Dendro. I thank you for... Our past has been saved. It's enough for me.
Hey! Wait! It turned into... oozing...
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? Please, of all of us,
This is a small ball of...
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge. Do not be sad, my friends.
Because its external form doesn't...
Yes, because...
Let's go! Home. It's not much further. Follow me. We're... shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way.
We found it. A pep. The Dendro...
I knew it would be big, but not that big.
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive.
A pep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially now. You are no different from Amen. Both of you have only existed for a fraction. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now.
Let go. For a foolish fool, you will find no gratefulness from me, even if you will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. I am different from the ancient dragons that came.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall...
Hey, don't leave! Careful, something's coming.
Ah, what is that? Paimon's never seen death before.
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too?
External form not important. The composition of their elemental power.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation. Although a most gruesome, they've gradually taken this form in order to survive.
Is there any way to avoid fighting?
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to...
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only all that remains are the instincts to survive and search.
So this is the result of...
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across to that? Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
Yes, but please try to be gentle.
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength. They don't seem aggressive anymore.
They want to go home. Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to years of torment is what turned them... It seems only the fire seed, but it'll be risky if we use the fire seed again.
Correct. We cannot use...
Everyone goes home. Not... Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in... Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that it'll be... But as long as I use... Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the... I'm not doing... After all.
I will stand...
Yes. Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa. It's shining now.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moved to imagine such...
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes.
Yes, finally.
This is the last part. Let's... Let the show begin. The Dendro Dragon... Yeah. Our goal is not only... That will be impossible if we... But how are we gonna do that? I'll see what I can do. A pet. However, we are not that I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. I'm here to save both you and your people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. And now that everything...
No response.
Your eagerness, if you claim to... Please keep everyone safe. And send us to the homeland. to ensure that we made it here safely.
Well, then
Yep, let's go. I wouldn't...
Paimon knows that. Let's hurry. He might be just a... What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is the damage it suffered in...
Then let's hurry and light it.
All right, hang on.
Wait! The fire seat!
It shattered. It was even more...
But why? We barely used it!
I'm not sure, but if I didn't use... And even if that's the case, there's...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created the... Which would be when we at first...
Oh no. Wait, let's... If the fire seat has... Oh...
I... don't... Although... So, all I have to do is imitate that power.
You're gonna become the...
Yes. I might, however...
What?
I'll become a blade. I will be able to... But that's all right. None of the...
No, wait!
Maybe you... I can still communicate...
You can't... If the Traveler... If we knew...
I'm sorry, Paimon. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar...
No. The fire seed shattered, and the heat is... She's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Dearest, please. against all desires. Awakens. Hopes and dreams. Let it rain.
Try not to enjoy this.
Disappear!
Hey! Can you hear Paimon? Say something! You fungi said that your form didn't matter, right? Then let us know that you're all...
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to... The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also... They will be born once again now that they're one.
But that's different! They won't ever... Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. But as long as you can be healthy again, then Samara will be free from threat, as long...
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my However, what I feel now is a feeling that has...
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated. Great...
Yes. There's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the... Be that as it may, my position... When you inevitably perish due to you in my heart.
Yeesh! Who can put up with... I respect your decision. And with time, I will prove... Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like... How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing in war, the victor would inherit the right to shape. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the... As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the sand dunes arose where there was only forest. And it was as if...
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amen, Allah...
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually... His ambitions continued to grow. And although I didn't think much of him, the condition was that after his death, at that time, I still harbored deep regret. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about... And some died, leaving behind nothing. But for me, the scales and will of the dragon, I will follow it until...
You really are
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him whole. However, what I gained, I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. But even then, I still...
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. Tiny Booer, and the rest of you. How far will a life so dear and precious to...
Dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it's not as ruthless as it was before. Kieran?
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling sick. Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, they've lost each opportunity for growth is perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all...
Can you really call a place with no family your
family? Right! Those two fungi might be waiting for it to return.
Oh, yeah! Let's hurry and go take a look!
protect us.
They're still here! Have they really been waiting? We're back.
I'm sorry. I really am. Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. It said that Muir is its most important. That's your name, isn't it? Wow. This is wonderful. They will definitely meet again. Someday.